For the first tutorial using my palette, I really wanted it to be like me in a look. Hey guys, as some of you may know, my collaboration palette with eUnique Beauty recently relaunched, so I wanted to upload a few tutorials using it on my YouTube and really show you guys everything about the palette. So for my first tutorial using the palette, I wanted to show you guys my favorite thing about it, which is the shade Chasm. This eyeshadow, and let me just tell you, I have hundreds if not thousands of eyeshadows, and this one is my favorite. Like, my heart beats a little bit faster when I talk about it. It's a dark plum purpley color, and the reason I love it so much is not just because it's my absolute favorite color of eyeshadow ever, but you can build it up to be really dark so you can get that depth that you're looking for in like a super dark smoky eye, but you can also blend it out into your skin and it gets a nice like range of purpley colors. You don't have to use a bunch of different shades of eyeshadow to achieve a dark purple smoky eye, which is the dream. I'm living the dream right now. I will have all the links and information down below in the description in case you guys are interested in checking out or purchasing my palette. I appreciate your guys' support so much. Thank you for watching, and let's get into the tutorial. The first thing I have to do, as always, is prime my eyes using my favorite eye primer, which is Put a Lid on It from the Balm Cosmetics. So for the first part of this tutorial, I'm using my Sigma E36 brush. It's a super unique brush, and honestly, I don't know how I did my makeup without it before I had it, but if you don't have this brush, I would recommend just using the smallest blending brush that you do have. So I'm using the Sigma E36, and I picked up a good amount of pigment from the eyeshadow, and I'm just placing it in my outer V area and pretty much all throughout my crease. I'm not blending it out at all, I'm just placing the pigment, and I'm pretty much focusing it on my outer V area and once again through my crease. I'm also dragging the color along my lower lash line. One thing that I do find a little bit difficult in smoky eye looks, or I guess really any eyeshadow look, is blending around the very outer corner of my eye. For some reason, it can just be sort of difficult, I guess maybe partly because of the shape of my eyes, but I'm taking extra care to make sure that the eyeshadow connects from the upper part of my eye to the lower part, so I'm making sure it's like one continuous curve from up here to along my lower lash line. So sticking with this brush, I am blending the eyeshadow out a little bit. I'm not, buffing it out using this brush. I'm just kind of smoothing out the edge and preparing for the next stage of blending. Now I'm going in with a much larger blending brush. This is a Sigma E35. So I didn't add any additional pigment to this brush because I do want the color to kind of fade out. I don't want it all to be, its full potential of darkness. So I'm just using this to blend it out into my skin. So now I'm using a little bit of additional product. I'm not packing the shadow onto my lid, but I'm just kind of blending it towards my inner corner. So now I'm going to be using a medium-sized blending brush. This is a Sigma E38, and I'm just using it to really make sure that everything is blended smoothly together because it's kind of pretty dark in the crease, but then once you buff it out, it gets a lot lighter. So I'm just kind of adding a little bit of product to make sure it's a nice smooth gradient. Now I'm just quickly going in with a Sigma E70 and making sure the bottom portion of the eyeshadow is nice and smoothed out. So just to perfect that edge, I'm going in with a Brushcraft Oval 3 brush and just kind of cleaning it up a little bit. Now I'm taking another shade from my palette. This one is called Trance, and I'm applying it to my inner corner. I'm using my Sigma E04 brush to also apply that to my brow bone. For my eyeliner, I'm using two new products that I got in my BoxyCharm this month. One is a liner brush from Aesthetica, and the other one is a black gel liner from Pretty Vulgar. I'm just applying the eyeliner along my waterline as well as like my lower lash line just to make sure it's nice and smoky, and I'm also applying a thin line along my upper lash line. Before falsies, I'm just putting on some of Eyeshadow Lash Alert mascara. I used to wear this look literally every day to high school, but I never wore lashes back then, so it looked like this instead of like this eye. It's a little bit of a difference. Lashes, no lashes. For this look, I decided to go with Lilly lashes in the style Mykonos. As always, I'm using Iris Beauty's lash glue, which is my favorite. I'm just gonna place these on. This is my favorite lash applicator from AmyJuneLashes. I always wait until I already have lashes on to do this, but I'm taking my Wicked gel liner pencil from Sigma and applying it to my tight line. How does my hair look? How does my hair look? How does my hair look? So to start off on the rest of my face, I'm using Wet n Wild's Mega Glow Hello Halo liquid highlighter in the shade Halo Gorgeous. It's supposed to be a liquid highlighter, but it is obviously too dark to use as a highlight on my skin tone, so I'm putting it in like my blush region. I'm just patting this in with my finger, and I'm sort of carrying it upwards into my highlight area just a little bit. So this gives like a nice like blushy glow to my face. So now over top of that, I'm applying another highlight that I use as a blush. It is Melonade from Dose of Colors. This product is such a beautiful color. It's my favorite blush, and it's not even a blush, but I love it, and I highly recommend it to use as a blush or a highlight or whatever you want because it's gorgeous. By the way, this brush is from Iconic London. I'm one of those people that never, ever, ever used to wear blush, but when I figured out that I could like incorporate it into my highlight and glowiness of my cheeks, it's so much fun. I love using it to like add an extra dimension of glow to my face. It's hard to get a really good glow when you're so pale because even if a product is white, it's, you know, not that far off from your skin tone. I'm using my new favorite highlight brush, which is a Wet n Wild P75, and I'm applying Trance eyeshadow from my palette to my cheekbones as my highlight. It's such a gorgeous color to use as a highlight. With this contour brush from Iconic London, I'm going to add yet another color to my cheeks. I'm just kind of contouring a little bit with Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It's actually funny because I'm using a sample of the bronzer that I literally got like years ago from Sephora, and I've used it so much and I still haven't like hit pan on it, and it's a sample, so I don't know, but I really like it. I just haven't had to buy a full-sized one because the sample has lasted me so long. For my lips, I'm starting off by lining them with MAC's Whirl lip liner. And then on my lips, I'm using my all-time favorite liquid lipstick, which is Dose of Colors Bear With Me. It's just such a perfect color. I'm pretty sure that this color could work with like any look ever in the world. Ooh, it's the same color as my nail polish. And here we go. This is the finished look. Matches my earrings. I did that on purpose. Please let me know what you think down below of the look, the tutorial, the palette. I love knowing your guys' opinions, and honestly, reading like my comments on YouTube is one of the things that I do when I'm sad and I'm trying to cheer myself up. So yeah, thank you guys. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.